Good morning from Your Best Car in Kent. My name is Ben. I'm from one of our 2 UK branches. We're in Cranbrook, 10 miles outside of Tunbridge Wells, or just a 40-minute train commute from London. Our other site is in Buckinghamshire near Marlow, and combined we have over 600 5-star reviews. So please check out our website to see those reviews from our happy customers and of course the rest of our fleet. Before I get into the walk around, I'd just like to answer the 2 most frequently asked questions that we get here, which are: do we take part exchanges and do we offer finance? The answers are both yes and yes. We will take your part exchange. We can even pay off outstanding finance on your current car. Then on top of that, I'm thrilled to say that we are industry beating with our low APR finance rates. So if finance is the route for you, then please get in contact with us. Or you can visit our website, yourbestcar.co.uk, where we have a finance calculator at the bottom of every advert. So whether it's PCP or HP that you're after, you can input some numbers, adjust the filters, find something that works for you, then there'll be a finance breakdown of that contract before you hit apply. So this is the walk around video for our 2023 registered Land Rover Defender 130. This is actually one of 2 new shape Defenders that we have in stock. You may have already seen the advert for our black Defender 110. And firstly, I'd just like to champion what Ashley, our sales manager, was saying in the walk around video for that black Defender. I truly believe this is one of the most handsome vehicles ever made. You really, first of all, you need to really see it in person, but then you just need a few seconds to just stand back and admire this thing. We were blown away by the black 110 when we first saw it, but when we saw this Pangea green turn up on site, we were speechless. You're getting the same practicality with any generation of Defender in terms of tow bar capability and electronic air suspension, but the X-Dynamic HSE trim level gives you the same luxury and state-of-the-art tech as a top-of-the-range Range Rover. So please forgive me if I miss anything in this video. There is a lot to get through, but everything will be listed in the description, of course. Down here we have probably the best alloys available for this car, the upgraded 20-inch unmarked 6-spoke alloy wheels in a gloss black finish. Now, what do I mean by unmarked? There's no signs of curbing, no scratches, no scuffs. All the alloys are in fantastic condition and they look just like the 2 that I'm pointing out now. And then to complement the green, you'll see various darkened exterior enhancements. So you've got black lettering on the front, black side steps, black mirror caps, black roof rails and a black roof, and then black window surrounds to match the rear privacy glass. And if we just have a side view of this car, again, what an absolutely stunning looking car this is. When the car's locked, the side mirrors are folded in. With that, you get keyless entry. So right now, the key's in my pocket. We can press the button on the handle that will unlock the car and of course open the side mirrors for us too. Now let's have a wander inside. Inside we've got the upgraded seats. These are the ebony Windsor leather seats. The front 2 have an electric adjustment that is found just under the thigh. These front 2 seats can also be memorized and heated and cooled. Here's one of the speakers for our upgraded Meridian surround sound system. And then back to the driver cockpit. The driver then has a leather wrapped multifunction steering wheel. The column can be electrically adjusted, the steering wheel can be heated. Then you've got your other functions like adaptive cruise control, voice control, multimedia and hands-free buttons too. Up above we've got our opening panoramic sunroof. There is a sun blind of course as well. I think this is what I mean by the state-of-the-art tech. So up above we've got the clear sight mirror. You can actually switch between the mirror and the camera at the back. I'll show you that in just a second. And then down below, an 11.4-inch curved touchscreen infotainment system with absolutely everything you could possibly need in the modern day. I could honestly do a separate video just on the in-car entertainment system. But let's have a hop inside and run through as much as we can. So we've got keyless start to pair with the keyless entry. Let's shut the door so it's not beeping at us. So with the new shapes, we've got a new generation of in-car entertainment system. This is what the interface looks like. Let's just turn down the climate controls here. So this is your main menu, as you might have already seen from the advert photos. Let's start from left to right. So satellite navigation is built in as standard, of course, and a big perk of it being the touched and curved screen is that you can move the map around, you can pinch and zoom to see your points of interest. Then you've also got Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. This screen connects up via USB Type-C or wirelessly. Then onto phone, so hands-free is built in, of course, so you can connect up via Bluetooth. If you haven't got Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, don't worry, you can still connect up here and mirror your phone book on here. Likewise, for your multimedia, you can still use your Bluetooth to play your own music, or of course you can connect up via USB or USB Type-C, and then your radio as well. You might have just seen here from the additional from this bit down here, whoops, you've got Wi-Fi as well built in. Onto the next page, you've got some important features for your Defender, your slope assist, compass, wheel information, weight sensing, all part of your electronic air suspension. And then just over here, we've got some additional apps. So on the top, here's where we can adjust the seats. Like I said, we've got heated and cooled front seats with intensities of 3 for either side. You'll also find your climate controls here as well. So you can sync everything up, or you can quickly choose the direction just up here. Down below, you can use the climate controls as well. I'll show you that in just a second. Back to the applications. As I've said, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Your vehicle dimensions are on here too, which I've included in the advert description, or photos. And you've got some additional apps like your Alexa. Now, one of the big upgrades with this car is the reversing camera. This is the 3D surround camera system, which you might have seen on a lot of the new shape Land Rovers and Range Rovers. Here's your normal view, of course. Your reversing camera is crystal clear. You've got your guidelines and sensors all around too. Then you've got your bird's eye 3D map. Now, we can first of all select a panoramic view, so a slightly wider lens for the rear, and then likewise for the front. And then here's where things get really cool. This is your 3D mapping of the surroundings. So you might have seen this from the photos already. Hopefully you have. You can change the angle here to your blind spot, to the front view. Of course, this is really handy for any sort of parking, any sort of maneuvering through a tight space. And you've got every single angle possible. It made it very easy to take photos of this early on the photo wall. And then you've got, of course, your off-road and towing options too. So this has got a tow bar. I'll show you that in just a second too. But if you switch to this mode, when your tow bar is out, of course, as you change, or as you turn the wheel, the tow bar will move for you as well, helping you with your parking. Up above, to also help with your parking, your normal rear view mirror, and as you might have already seen, the camera on the back can be viewed by just switching there. So there's your normal mirror, and there is the camera at the back. You can adjust the settings here and the brightness with these buttons, and you can also adjust the height. To operate the panoramic sunroof, it's really easy. So this is your opening button. That will give you mode 1. That will just open, well, let in a bit of air. And then one more press will retract it. Likewise, one hard press towards the nose of the car will close it. And then the same for the sunroof. So back down to the middle, you can also operate the climate controls by using the buttons here. It's actually a dual zone climate control, so you can have separate temperatures for the left and right hand side. Likewise with your seat heating. Here's your electronic air suspension. So right now you're viewing the car in its access height, the lowest height, so it's slammed to the floor, but you can of course raise it like so. In addition to your various terrain programs. In the armrests, well, in the middle, a very simple layout. You've got some more storage under here and some more storage just tucked away down there as well. Onto the steering wheel, you'll actually have a mini map for the satellite navigation in the middle, but you can customize this. So if we use the buttons on the left hand side, we can change the display layout. If you'd like a full map, you can do so by pressing here. And there you go, you've got that map. So plenty of permutations, loads of options to go through. And then your seat heating is on the right hand side. Sorry, your steering wheel heating rather. So that's it for the front cabin. Let's have a look at the rest of the car now. Of course, we've got the exact same seat upholstery back here, the ebony Windsor leather seats with the premium floor mats down below. If you just take a step back, you'll see just how much room you've got back here. And then that panoramic sunroof stretching back really opens up the cabin space. Onto the rear, of course, your spare wheels on the back, the privacy glass and the black accents extend all the way to the rear. And again, just such a handsome looking rear end of the car as well. Got a really robust door. And then, as with any Defender, a vast amount of room back here. You can flatten the rear seats too to give you a van-like or a commercial type of space. And under here, you've got some additional storage, and then your jack and toolkit on the left-hand side. On the left, you can actually raise, so you can raise and lower the rear end of the car. You might have some heavy cargo, something to put into the back, and you can press these buttons here. You can also press this button for your tow bar. So you press that once, give it about 10 seconds. That'll pop out for you, so there's no need to get on your hands and knees and try to detach it yourself. There we go, so that is now fitted in place. And then likewise to close it or retract it. So onto the rear seat. So if I just quickly demonstrate how to retract them, it's very simple. You press the shoulder button, collapse these down, you can adjust the headrest too, and like I said, it gives you that commercial space back here. So if you're interested in buying the Land Rover Defender, then please give us a call on 01580 712 115, or you can send us an email to sales@yourbestcar.co.uk. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, we take part exchanges and offer finance packages. So if either of those options apply to you, then please let us know. We're all accessible on iMessage or the Meta platforms, Facebook, Instagram, or WhatsApp. So if you have any questions or queries about our cars, or you might have some details of your part exchange to send to us, then please feel free to message us on those platforms instead if it's more convenient. So thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and best of luck with your search for a new car.